Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to...
Hey, how many times do you guys masturbate?
Okay, what the fuck? We're literally 7 seconds in. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Degenerate Humans Podcast. After a long hiatus, we are back. Despite popular demand, we decided to do this again.
Yeah, maybe a little bit too popular of a demand.
Yeah.
Let's just get through this episode and see where we go from here, all right?
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking slit my wrists after this.
Hey, Connor. So, I was watching this great song by Drake called God's Plan,
Oh, Jesus
right?
Christ.
And, wait, do you guys know the Needle Drop? He's just, YouTuber who, reviews, albums. And
Is that-
he made,
Is that the bald guy?
Yeah, that's the bald guy, yeah, Anthony Fantano. Yeah.
I don't know who he is.
Yeah, so he made a video on God's Plan. He was like, I think what this video shows is we sometimes forget that Drake is Canadian and he's this international figure, and when you see Drake giving all this money to these people who seem like they really need it, it shows a disparity in America. This Drake was 1% really helping out these people, and you see these people, crying and shit, after they receive the money because. Hopefully Drake went about it so that people who really needed the money got the money. And he talks about, hey, in Canada the problem isn't as bad as here in America. And he said he specifically said that the U.S. has an enormous military budget, and which is a waste.
Wait.
So Connor, I know you like the military. I know you have parents that have served in the military.
All right, no need to out me here.
I know you.
What, he brought this up in an album review?
No, not an album review. It was just it was on his second channel, and he was talking about God's plan. It was it really shows how bad the poor people in America really is.
Well, maybe your boy better stop trying to talk about government policy and stick to, being shitty at reviewing music.
All right, Connor, come on, man.
Oh, I mean, he's not entirely wrong. But, people bring up this thing about huge military budgets all the time, and it gets so annoying because, the problem with it isn't that it's a big budget. The problem is that we have so many of these programs that aren't actually benefiting the military, and we're not cutting down on our wasteful spending. It's the same with, almost every other country. They have at least one program that's just wasting money. China's building that railroad to the world, which it goes to Somalia, and, if you think investing in the Somali government right now is a smart decision, you're not exactly great at anything.
Well, I don't know, man. After their economy falls down, we can pretty much just take over that country.
But you
Who
can't
about
do
taking
that.
over?
It's illegal.
Why not?
That's against.
Well, they're almost a dictatorship at this point, right? Well, we're just a few months away before China becomes a dictatorship. So anything's possible right now, Connor.
Wow, you better hope you don't visit China anytime soon, dude.
That's what I was actually really afraid, because if China turns into a dictatorship, they'll just take over the surrounding countries without any repercussions, right? They won't give a shit.
Well,
right?
I don't know if that's related to it being a dictatorship. I think that's just related to it being the way China is. Because isn't China, it's already a one-party state. It's only the communists.
It's already an authoritarian government. Yeah.
And, they don't really care about their people. They sort of just care about them. So they do all of these...
Well, one person can't stay in government. There's a term limit, how there's in the U.S.
Yep.
So one person can only be there for a certain amount of time.
See, but it's not the same thing, because in the U.S. you get a maximum amount of terms, whereas with Russia and China, you don't. That's not how it works. You can just run and run and run as long as in Russia it's different because you have a maximum amount of successive turns. So Putin can run for 3 terms, and then he has to let another guy run for at least 1 term before he can run another 3 terms. But there's no maximum amount of terms. And then in China...
No, in China... Yeah,
Xi Jinping has been in power for what, when was he elected? He was elected in, 2010? And he's still in power?
Yeah, around that area, yeah, when I was in 6th grade.
Yeah. So...
Well, no, I think it's like after 69 years old, you can't run again in China.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. So no, but bringing back to Drake's little thing, because Fantano's like, oh yeah, this really shows all the poor people in the places, and I'm like, god damn, Nepal's even worse off. Like, you see these people, in like, at least they got like clothes to wear, right? Maybe they got like a nice little shelter or whatever. But here it's even worse. Like these people look like they're wearing some like decent clothing, right?
Well, yeah.
But like here it would be like, yeah, they would wear like ripped ass clothing, like you would look at them and you would know that they were not very fortunate.
Well, that's probably because one is a developed nation while the other is a developing nation.
Yeah, no, yeah, but I obviously I realize that, Connor, you monkey. So all right, I'll bring it back to the real question that I asked. So how many times do you guys masturbate?
Doesn't this seem a little bit too personal for a
Okay, to be fair, like, this is definitely not the most personal thing we've talked about.
Actually,
Yeah.
You're right. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to go on the record and
You should abstain. You should abstain from this.
0. I should abstain?
You should abstain from answering this because you are allowed to do that.
Point taken.
Yep. And I will not abstain, and I'm going to say it depends on the day, but the most I've ever is, I think I did it 7 times in a day.
Well, see, I've actually come up with a perfect schedule because I'm a very organized person, right? I never do it during the weekdays because I don't have time. I only do it over the weekends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't you guys have anything that you guys always like to argue about? All the time. Did you hear the news about this chick in I don't know which it was in the United States. So basically what happened was there was this chick and she went to the police officers and she told them that she'd been raped by 3 black dudes.
Yeah.
Right? And there was a whole police investigation on it, but the police investigation didn't match up with what she said, right? And they like brought a bunch of evidence to her, and then she confessed that she hadn't been raped by 5 black guys. So what basically had happened was she had an affair with this other guy. So she had a fiance,
Okay.
and she had an affair with this other guy, and because she didn't want to tell them that she had an affair with this other guy, she got really mad with her like mom or whatever, and they argued, and then she like ran out of the house because she got angry, and she went into the woods. And then she started cutting herself, and because she didn't want to tell her parents that she'd been cutting herself, she like went into a church, right, on the way home, and they asked her if she'd been raped, and she like kind of just nodded her head yes, and she went home and she told them that she'd been raped by 5 black dudes, well, because she didn't want to tell her mom that she'd been cutting herself, and that because her mom would get angry. And then, so that all that happened. The police were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna prosecute you because that's a false claim, right? You can't make those kind of false claims, yeah, you can't make those false claims." And afterwards, what happened was that she was put off on probation, so she wouldn't have to serve a single jail time. There's still a little bit of a developing story though, because there's still a very small chance that she could still get jail time.
Well, I mean, you got it coming.
How fucking dark.
Yeah, I know. I'm actually pretty angry because think about it, because if it like isn't that such a small little thing to get off of? Like you accuse like 3 black people of rape, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you only get put off on probation.
Yeah.
Like I think that's a really weak that's like a slap on the wrist, That's not like doing really anything.
Well, I think there's a very large divide on how we should talk about sexual assault, and I think that primarily we need to we have a very big problem with people being scared to report those type of things. So I think that many of the laws are being have been changed to promote people coming forward and not like hiding. And you know, sometimes people can slip through the cracks like that. But as you said, like there was an investigation and she got probation. What probably would have happened in most other cases was they just would have put the guys on trial with no evidence, and they would have gone to jail, because that's part of our laws is like just believe the victim. Which I mean, like that's
And not taking into account what's been stated multiple times: the accused is innocent until proven guilty.
Especially because it's such a sensitive topic that we tend to throw away our ideals when that type of thing comes up.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right, Connor. I'm not done right now, Connor. Don't worry.
Wait.
So yeah, keep going.
I was gonna bring up something less dark, which is, you guys want to talk about Konami?
Oh, okay.
Because yeah, this new game came out, man. You haven't heard?
From what?
From Konami.
Konami?
It's Metal Gear Survive.
Okay.
Konami.
Metal Gear Survive?
Yeah, best
Connor, I watched Donkey's video.
game of the year. Game of the year. It's game of the year. I've always dreamed to be able to poke a zombie with a stick and then run out of stamina. That's my dream.
Yeah, their stocks are going down, dude. Fucking hell.
Dude, poor Kojima, man. He's such a good guy.
Yeah, he got cooked, dude.
I mean, you know, he really did. He got cucked with somebody who was less attractive than him. Like, it's like, hello, it is I, Kojima. I made you this game. It is a AAA game with perfect graphics and 1,000 features. Konami, just, hey man, that's cool. You're fired. You're fired. It was too good. Get the fuck out. You're not allowed to be here anymore.
Yeah, you know, apparently with Metal Gear Phantom Pain, the 5, apparently Kojima didn't get to work on the whole game. He still wanted to keep working on the game, but Konami, they kicked him out and they, sped up the process of releasing the game. Kojima said that there were still things he wanted to keep on working on in the game. He said, I think the machine gun, upgrading feature, whatever, in the game wasn't, good enough, and he was still going to work on that. So, yeah, no, he definitely got cucked super bad.
Because, I mean, that Kojima's really he's very much a perfectionist. So many of his games are so good because he puts so much work into them. But I think that Konami probably was just like, wow, this game's never going to get released. He's just going to work on this one feature for 30 years, and we're never going to get money out of it. But I think...
Yeah, when does it become Duke Nukem, right?
I think firing him was such BS. Because, that is not something you fire an employee for. You don't fire an employee for, hey, you put too much work into this project.
Yeah. No, well, I think I'm kind of happy that he got fired. Because now he gets to do whatever he wants.
Yeah. It's just a shame because he won't get the access to his previous works.
Well, he'll think of something new. Metal Gear is a franchise, whatever, but it's
guys, I can't wait for Aluminum Wheel.
Yeah, good, bad meme. Connor, did you see ACRC talk about that one this 26-year-old teacher that slept with her 14-year-old student?
That's fucked up. It's pretty much that happens actually pretty commonly. It's fucked up. Hey Dylan, what do you think about it?
Yeah.
What are we talking about again? Sorry.
It's fucking teacher fucked her student.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's not, that's not cool. I mean, actually, I'm going to be a little bit dark here. I mean, if the teacher was hot, well, no, actually, no, I'm sorry. Even then, it wouldn't be acceptable. I mean, the fact that she's, having sex with a minor, it was a minor, right? This was
14-year-old.
Connor, cut this out.
Well, I mean, the fact that she was, doing this kind of stuff with a minor, I just feel like it's unacceptable.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. I mean, I don't know. It's just it didn't seem right. But I mean, I don't know.
Well, yeah, no. Because the problem is like people on like Reddit and Twitter were like, "Oh man, like so there was like charges filed against her. Like she had her bail was like $14,000, which is quite a sizable amount. It was previously $26,000, which is a sizable difference. But she got on bail. It's still a developing story. I'm not sure if she'll serve time in jail yet, but basically, what has happened is like people on like Twitter and like Reddit have been telling like the guy's really lucky, right? It's kind of like a victimless situation, right? Because I'm pretty sure like this guy's like 14, he'll put his dick in anything, right? And I think like even though like the kid like it probably was like the kid probably liked it, right? Like no doubt, but
Well, well,
but no, okay, so. Right, he probably didn't mind.
God forgive me.
But the thing is, I think at like that age, like you're a 26-year-old, you're pretty much just taking advantage of a minor, and I think that's what's wrong with it. Then rather than like her doing this to someone, right? It's like you're taking advantage of someone who's younger than you, doesn't have like a fully developed brain, doesn't know the repercussion of his actions as well. And I think it's a bit on the teacher, right?
Yeah, well, that's pretty much the definition of the crime. Like, that's a specific crime in the U.S. is taking advantage of a minor. That's why we have an age of consent.
Yeah.
Is so you don't have people with that big of an age difference fucking.
Yeah. But no, Then A-Theory, she put out the idea of like, what if the roles were switched, right? If it was a 26-year-old guy and then a 14-year-old girl.
Jail.
Yeah, there'd be a lot more backlash there.
It'd be slightly worse.
That'd be instantly jailed, right? Like.
Yeah.
Burn him.
Yes, they would.
Yeah, that'd be like a.
They would burn him. They would put him on a stake and they would basically roast
him.
Yeah, right. So it's a little bit of a double standard, right?
Yes, I mean it is. I mean, but that's you're right. You called out the double standard there, which is, if a woman does it to like a minor who's a boy, he's going. I mean, people think that the boy will like it, and so then it's really just going to it's not. People just feel as it's not harmful, and it's fair. It's fair.
Guys,
play,
how many glasses of milk tea do you think I would have to drink before I just fucking implode?
I don't know.
I would say 100.
All right,
100.
I'm gonna live stream me drinking 100 glasses of milk tea.
Only 100, dude. I can just drink one glass of milk and I implode.
It's not my fault that you're lactose retarded.
Well, I mean, you are but you are lactose.
I'll shove a fucking bread in your mouth.
Yeah, but here's the thing: I don't fucking die. Okay. You die.
What do you mean? What happens if you agree?
I get the shits.
Yeah, same. I get the shits too.
We should have let's have a live stream where you put a loaf of bread in front of me and I put a gallon of milk in front of you. Whoever dies first loses.
Fine, we'll do it, cunt.
Oh man.
And I'll attend both your funerals.
Dylan's gonna give my eulogy. He's just be like, "Fuck."
Yes.
What the fuck, dude?
Hey, Dylan, you're not allergic to anything, are you?
No, I'm not allergic to anything. So,
yeah, except for shooting threes, you fucking useless piece of shit.
Jeez, I'm not. Whoa. I'm not trying to shoot threes, all right? I'm just trying to work on my game because I'm not going to be shooting from outside the 3-point line. That's not who I'm going to be.
You can't post up. You can't rebound. You can't dribble. What are you going to do?
I'm going to post up. I'm going to rebound, and I will dribble. As
Bro,
you have not been to any of the you haven't even been to any of the practices, so you haven't even seen me when I'm practicing.
But I kick your ass in lunch all the time.
But we haven't been at lunch.
$1 a day, you could stop this bullying.
I'm like, Dylan, I don't even make it to your shoulders, and I get the rebounds from you.
Shit.
Yeah, but I'm getting better at that. You should have seen me yesterday when we were doing the scrimmage. I've gotten better.
I wish
Even
I was
Mateus
dead.
said I was getting better, and that's an endorsement.
But this says that all the
That's
time. When I
endorsement.
was trash, he was like, "Hey, Vicious, I think you're getting better." I didn't play for the next 2
Oh.
years.
well, I feel like this time I actually have something that I think this will work to my benefit. I think I am getting better, and maybe, just maybe, I will get some playing time this season, either in Nisa or in Sisa. I don't know which one.
Are you still growing?
Do you remember
go
when?
ahead, Connor.
Do you remember? Like, I think it was like 3 days ago when we were talking to Matt, and Matt was like, "Hey, why don't you let me on the podcast, guys? Why don't you let me on the podcast?" Do you remember what we said to him? Are you fucking
I actually don't
serious?
remember.
God damn it! This is why I
No.
video record.
No,
No,
what did you say?
I basically said to him, "Listen, you motherfucker, you have people like you. You every time we film this podcast, Matt's like out there doing something. Like, I bet if I check my story right now, and I look at his story, he's gonna be like, yeah, I'm out here climbing a mountain with my girlfriend, living life. And meanwhile, we're just sitting here in the depths of depravity, talking about how shit Dylan is at basketball.
Whoa! I'm not that bad. I mean, okay, I'm bad, but
All
I'm
right,
getting better.
Here, we'll
It's like
put a gallon of
go,
milk
Connor.
into Vishesh, and he'll go versus Dylan jacked with steroids, and we'll see who wins.
All the while.
wait, why am I? Why do I? Why
Because
do
you say you're better.
okay,
If you're better, we gotta put you at a disadvantage.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay, you're right.
You drink a gallon of milk. You jack me up with steroids, and we'll have Connor eating bread on the sideline.
Just inhaling a loaf.
Exactly.
Nah, but Dylan reminds me, Dylan reminds me of someone who's like someone's really decked out but doesn't know how to use any of his like equipment. Like he's really fucking tall, but he's really shit.
Okay, I get it. Okay, so I'm not the stereotypical black guy. I get it. I'm not
Welcome
good
to-
at basketball.
Welcome to Bully Hour, where Vishesh just bullies Dylan for fucking 10 minutes.
Oh,
I'm sorry that when I came to school, the package said basketball not included.
Fuck.
Oh my god. That's great, Dylan. Well, I'm sure it'll get better someday. Look at me, I'm a champion. Alright, moving on.
Yep.
Useless topic. What games are being released, guys? Wow! Look at that, Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Yeah,
Wow, I love
reports.
Dragon Ball. Metal Gear Survive. I love Metal Gear.
Just pull that up. Let's check the store.
Connor, by the way, what new games have you been playing?
I have
Are you
been
playing any new games, or are you
playing
playing
old
the same
games, and mostly I've been playing. Here, let me just pull it up. Let me just pull it up on the old Steam. Yeah, boy, Rainbow Six Siege. I wish I was dead half the time when I play that game.
Right.
No, I've been playing the Fallouts recently.
You're making another Rainbow Six.
Yeah, I have Half-Life on my computer, but I'm too lazy to boot it up. At this point, I
I
don't
beat
even have
all
time.
of the Fallout games. Not all of the Fallout. All of the Half-Life games. There's...
Aren't they making Fallout 5?
Alright, wait. Dylan,
Alright.
do you play any games? I actually don't know. I've never seen you play games before.
I mean, I do. I play on my Xbox. I have Call of Duty, Battlefield, Assassin's Creed, Fallout.
Yeah, so he plays some
Well, you
games.
never play them.
Yeah. I mean, I don't play all of them, but I mean, there's like a select few that I enjoy.
Do you think there's what's your do you guys have like a game that you really love but no one else knows the game?
No.
No.
Actually knows.
Well, actually, I
Let me
have
check
to
my
think about
Steam.
that.
Like a really underrated game that you love. That'd be like in your like top 5.
Sid Meier's Civilization 5.
Come on, Sid Meier's such a flop. You can't use that game.
Yeah,
That's way
that's the
too
problem. All the games I like are they're too good. Oh, Peggle.
Oh, okay.
Fucking
I
love
don't know.
Peggle.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
fuck
Peggle's
you.
shit, but okay.
Help, you
We'll
want to
take
take us
this.
outside?
Dylan, do you... Dylan, do you have any of these games?
No, I don't.
Ah, okay. I really like Tectis Ogre Knight of Loddish. It's this game on the Game Boy, and it's like Final Fantasy Tactics but better. And I've lost so many hours in that game, but every time I talk about it, no one knows about it.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, you guys want to hear?
Huh?
I'm gonna open up Sakura Clicker while you talk.
Oh, fuck.
Play.
Not
No.
like this.
That
Yeah.
game so much.
Yeah, it was a Game Boy Advance game. I love this game so much. It's such a fun game. Yeah. Well, whatever. Have you guys been listening to any albums
I
recently?
just downloaded Weezer's Pacific Daydream album before I left last week. Yeah, I listened to
Have you
every
listened
single
to
song on it. It's pretty good. It's sort of a
Yeah.
But was it better than Damn?
Then what?
Then Damn. Damn.
What's that?
That's Kendrick's album.
No, I mean,
Oh yeah.
It's a matter of opinion.
yeah, never mind,
I
never
don't
mind.
like.
Yeah.
I don't like. Damn.
Bro, what? You don't like Damn? What are you fucking...
Well,
Fucking
yeah,
gay?
kinda.
Oh no.
Honestly speaking, I think Damn had only like a few good songs. Humble was good, DNA was good, but most of the other songs in there were pretty bad.
And Duckworth
See,
was good.
that's one thing I love about Weezer and all this and all of the like shitty alternative bands I listen to is that all of their songs are consistent. Like I like all of them. Except for Feels Like Summer, because they released that like a year before the album, so I listened to it like 700 times, and now I'm so sick of it.
Yeah, recently I've been listening to Forever Is a Mighty Long Time
Mhm.
by Big Crit. It's fucking amazing. It's one of the best albums I've listened to so far. Every song in there is so good. I think there's only like 2 songs that I like somewhat didn't like. Yeah, it's a really good song. It's a really underrated album. It was like, you know how like 24 Karat Magic won a Grammy? Like Bruno Mars won a Grammy for like every single thing, like best song, best recorder, and best album, best pop song. No, yeah, I like 24 Karat Magic, like the album and the songs in it, but I don't think it was like that good. There were some songs I really didn't like. Like I think the highlight of that whole album is 24 Karat, 24K Magic, the song itself. Not the album's name is also 24K Magic. You know what I mean? Yeah. Dylan, do you know what?
I mean, for me, I haven't really listened to any new albums. I mean, I just listened to really all my old stuff. However, I've been taking more of a liking into like 70s like soul and like funk type stuff. So I'm listening to a lot of like James Brown and Funkadelic.
Oh.
Have you listened to Rich Brian? My bad.
No, I don't really listen to any new rappers, so I don't really know who's out there that's not like Kendrick Lamar or Drake.
You know, as much as hate Lil Pump gets for like Gucci Gang being so repetitive, I actually think Gucci Gang is a pretty good song. Like I genuinely not ironically, I genuinely.
I think if you removed the Gucci Gang part of it would be a good song.
Yes, it actually would be mildly adequate if you remove the Gucci Gang part.
I mean, legitimately, if you had an actual chorus instead of just saying Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, I think it would be much better.
But I think that's what makes the song so great. It's like he's like Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang.
Yes,
And
but
like,
any sort of someone could like just say that for like an entire hour, just keep repeating the word Gucci Gang, and they probably become
But the thing about it is, I don't care how many times you want to say like, oh yeah, he's got a different rhythm to it. It's not creative just to say the same thing over again, because then all you're doing is being like that. Oh man, there was that one song somebody released. It was a pop song. Literally, the only word they said was la 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 la. That's not. That is technically music, but I do not want to buy that.
I guess it's also the beat.
Speaking of music, I quit on the diss track, dude. Seriously, like, it's. Well, here's the thing.
Fucking pussy.
I don't know how to edit video or audio. I've fucked around with the audio editor that you showed me, and like, fuck it, dude. And second, I have no time anymore. It's so frustrating.
Yeah, it's just, and I'm also getting busy, so I mean, just it's not. There's, I don't know. I don't feel like, I just feel like there wasn't enough time to do anything meaningful. But I mean, Vishesh, win this round, but
He
we'll
didn't
come
even
back
diss
at
you either.
When will you come back at me, Dylan? You haven't done shit.
Actually,
you win.
Never
you
mind.
win. White flag.
He never dissed. Yeah.
White flag. I'm gonna try and
What's
start
your
streaming instead. Yeah, I want to start doing Twitch stuff.
Not in this country, you're not.
Why is that?
No.
Because the internet is terrible, and oh my bad, and your American internet will not be able to outcast this poverty and this pollution's internet.
I'm building up my Wi-Fi.
No, the only way to get back at Vishesh is to have him drink a cup of milk.
My router versus you with a gallon of milk. Alright. So, I think that's enough. It's enough content. We could have 3 ad breaks in this.
I think so.
In this video.
We could.
Only 3 ad
We're
breaks?
not monetized. Are you serious? Are you asking for monetized? First of all, people need to watch you to get monetized. Second of all, you need to, not have the personalities we have. And third, I don't think, we're just not big enough.
Yeah,
My
that's
personality is
true.
pretty good.
I was just saying, because there was that one moment, I think it was back in November, when we
were monetized.
Quote-unquote monetized at one point. Yeah, we were, but, we stopped. I don't know.
Yeah.
Alright. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we were.
That has been the Degenerate Humans Podcast. Our next episode, based on our previous timetable, is probably going to be in, April or, June. Maybe I'll be in America.
April, dude.
Or maybe
July. I'm thinking July. So yeah.
Yeah, I'll be back home.
Thank you all for stopping in, and have a wonderful night, morning, afternoon, eternity of pain, and good night.